let's do a quick take on dog culture and cults. I can't live without my dog. You guys, I just can't live without him. Isn't this where our society is? Everybody needs a dog. If you don't have a dog, you're going to be depressed. You're not going to fit in. You're going to be sick. You're going to be fat. You're going to be skinny. You're not going to be active. Because owning a dog is just a cure for, whatever. Insert whatever they need to insert to get you to think that you need a dog. So, with that in mind, let's go listen to a cult survivor.
Group or religion or organization or field of expertise, and we've come to the conclusion that any group can become culty if they're not already. They may start altruistic and start with the great ideals, but with the right, or it's in some cases the wrong person involved or at the helm, they can take a turn. We've also come to the conclusion that everyone is susceptible, nobody is immune. If you think you are immune, you are the most susceptible. And really, truly, the only actual immunity is from educating yourself. So that's what we try to do now. We actually made an episode specifically for people who have friends and family that are involved in something they are concerned about to be perhaps a bit culty. And the best advice I would say to them is don't tell them that they're in a cult. Don't put them on the defensive because it actually reinforces what the group has said to them will happen from people on the outside.
This is why I think the dog hater cults or YouTube channels that are going on right now are not going to be successful in the long run, and they're going to make dog culture worse because this attitude of just calling them dog nutters and just everything is I hate dogs, and if you don't hate dogs the way that I hate dogs, then I'm going to follow you around on YouTube and cause problems for you. That's going to make all these dog lovers just get more dogs. um but remember, about 54% of dog owners have regret. So if we can back up some of those people and validate them for that regret, then that's where we're going to start to slowly chip away at the dog cult and bring more change about. So you can read the Forbes article on this, along with a few other articles. But if this many people have regrets about getting dogs, and then all of society, all of the current dog lovers are just guilting them when they think about, well, maybe I need to rehome this dog, I can't afford it. Then these are the people that we need to help. So I know it's so easy to call these people dog nutters because they do the most ridiculous of stupid habits. But if we could get, like 3% of these people that already regret owning dogs, if we could give them some information to empower themselves, anything from groomer's lung to the particle size of pet dander to the actual crazy cost of dog ownership, we could get some of these people to start getting away from the cult. But just going after them and calling them dog nutters, I mean, it's hard not to do, but I think it's just going to make them dig in harder. And really, the best thing to do is like our lady right here is to like throw them a lifeline. I know that's the harder thing to do, but I think it's the only way that we're really going to expose and chip away at the dog culture.
You want to give your friends and family a lifeline to the outside world. You want them to feel safe and not judged by you. So if you can just be present with them and loving with them and try to be genuinely curious, like, oh, tell me about this group and what do you do there? And oh, I didn't. Oh, so you don't get paid for the work that you do?
Oh, you don't get paid to be a dog owner? Oh, you got another credit card maxed out on vet bills? That's not good.
For example, like just ask questions in a way that maybe the person could start to get back to their critical thinking because often that's been taken away. And you want them to have someone to call if and when they start to have doubts. The first piece of advice I like to give people is to know that, and this is easier said than done, but that you're already whole and that you're already complete and you don't need any of those things. But oftentimes we feel that.
Yeah, you don't need a dog. That's what these cults do. They tell you that you need something. You need to be part of this or part of that, and you need to have the symbol or the uniform. And with dog ownership, it's having the dog.
Need. I'd say if you feel like if something's being sold to you based on an assumption of your neediness and they're offering the antidote to that, they're offering the answers and they're dangling a promise of salvation or success, and it's all there. Everything you
We see this with the dog culture all the time. You witnessed a pit bull attack. You talk about it on Facebook. 10 people tell you that you need to meet more dogs. You need to get over your fear of dogs. Like the Inside Edition channel, they do this whole series where they bring people on that were attacked by dogs. And it's like, you need to just get over it. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to get you around some dogs. Or, oh, you have stress or anxiety or whatever. You can get a dog and then you'll be fine. Which is crazy because all the symptoms that dogs are sold to fix, they're worse and worse and worse in our society. So something isn't right with this culture, this cult of dog ownership. And that's with the cults too. They don't solve the problem. They need the problem to be there for you to follow them. So if owning a dog actually cured depression, people would be running around with their dogs, and they would be fulfilled instead of doing all the stuff that dog owners do that makes us call them nutters.
need is there. That's a huge red flag. Nobody has all the answers. Do your research. If you type in "is blank a cult," does anything come up on the internet? Are
Yeah, nothing has all the answers, and dog ownership is definitely not the answer to all the stuff that it says it is. So that's just been a quick look at cults from this Survivor story. Check out the whole video, it's pretty interesting. See you guys later.